The New York Knicks have won 8 straight games, and once again, without Julius Randle and OG Anunoby, we picked up a win. This was a game that, honestly, I was a little bit concerned with because it was a back-to-back. The Jazz did get blown out last night by Brooklyn, so then after that happened, I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be concerned. Why am I concerned? We're playing hot right now. This is the best Knicks basketball we've ever played since I've been alive, and I was born in December of 1998. I feel so good with this team right now. Dante DiVincenzo was one of the best pickups in all of basketball. 33 points tonight in 39 minutes on 9 of 15 from 3. Every time this guy shot the basketball, it looked like it was going in. He was also a game high plus 23. Jalen Brunson continues to play like an MVP. He had 29 points on 10 of 23 shooting, 9 assists, 3 rebounds. Defensively, we know Brunson always puts him in a position to draw charges. He even did block a shot tonight. I was impressed with Brunson as I've been since he became a Knick, especially the past 5, 6, 7 games. He's been one of the best guards in basketball. I think Brunson is the best point guard in the East. I think he's better than Dame. I know he's better than Dame, and I think he's better than Halliburton, man. He is so good. We know he's better than Trey, too. Happy to have him. And then the bigs step up. Mitchell Robinson is probably going to miss this season, and we know that defensively we have not been the same without Mitch, which is why we made the OG trade, because now he is basically kind of playing the Mitchell Robinson role with that 7'2" wingspan. But Isaiah Hartenstein had 14 points tonight and 12 rebounds. He was active defensively as well. Precious Achiuwa played 40 minutes and had 18 points, 2 blocks, and 5 rebounds. I've liked what I've seen out of Achiuwa lately, especially when he stepped up without Hartenstein and Mitch. We talk about OG, and rightfully so. Achiuwa was also in that trade. I mean, we won that trade. We lost IQ, which sucked. RJ, losing him, I would say it sucked. I mean, we drafted him and I wanted him to retire a Knick and be great, but that just wasn't going to happen. Taj Gibson signed a 10-day contract. Why wouldn't he, right? We know Tibbs and him love each other. Did not play tonight. I mean, it makes sense. Jericho Sims did play tonight, had 19 minutes, was a plus 14, 4 rebounds, 2 points. We also saw Quentin Grimes get up 10 shots and he scored 12 points. Miles McBride last night came in, hit 3 threes right away. Tonight, did not do that. So, I mean, it's whatever. We shot 46.8% from the field and 38.2% from 3. We were better tonight than we were last night from 3. And we were 17 of 18 from the free throw line, which you love to see. The Jazz, well, they did not shoot the ball as well as us, and that's kind of what it came down to. They were 33.3% from 3, 45.3% from the field, 76.5% from the free throw line. The Jazz had 14 turnovers. We had 5 turnovers. So that's what this game came down to. The Jazz just, I'm not going to say they're not a good team because they've been playing high-level basketball. It's just, this road trip has devastated them, man. They don't look great right now. I mean, this start to this game was even. It was kind of similar to last night, guys. The third quarter, we just took over. The third quarter tonight, we took over. The other 3 quarters, we didn't. It was neck and neck, and we actually were outscored in the fourth quarter of this game, but it just didn't matter because we won the third quarter by 12 points. So big time performance by this team, back to back without 2 of your 3 best players. To be able to do this is remarkably impressive. Lauri Markkanen had 14 points on 5 of 14 shooting. That was a big thing as Lauri has been amazing this season. He wasn't amazing tonight, so we were able to limit him. Colin Sexton did have a good game. It was funny because he got into it with Brunson early on. These guys were, I'm not going to say they were chirping. It was just Sexton trying to intimidate Brunson, and Brunson was having none of it, as Clyde would say, 29 and 10 of 23 shooting. I made a poll earlier talking about should Brunson be in the MVP conversation. And I'm not saying he should be right there with Luka and Embiid and Jokic and Giannis, because let's be real, he probably shouldn't be. But in terms of where the Knicks are at, right now, guys, we're the 3 seed. We are the 3 seed. If the Sixers end up winning tonight against the Warriors, then I guess we'd be the 4th seed. But Brunson should be in the MVP conversation because he's averaging 27, 4, and 7 on incredible splits. 48.1% from the field. We know from 3, he's at 42.4 as well. Now, that I don't know if this is updated. It probably isn't, so those are going to change a little bit. But Brunson, he has made the Knicks relevant, which means a lot. And I don't mean to take a shade at my favorite team because I'm a Knicks fan, but we have not been relevant in a while. The last time we were relevant was I mean, we did make the playoffs, of course. Yeah, we know how that went, obviously, in the first round against the Hawks, but that I don't really know if we were too relevant. I feel like we're legitimately relevant. And what I mean by relevant is we can win the East. Nobody wants to play us. Like last year, we lost to Miami. That was a tough series. The Heat gave us their props, their respect. For Eric Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler to say that means a lot, guys. And then right now, I feel like we're a piece away. Is that piece DeJounte Murray? I don't know. I don't know who it's going to end up being. We might not make a trade at all, but the Knicks are right now a team that can win the East. And in the next 2 seasons, a championship contender. That's how good we look right now. Randall gets hurt at the worst time possible, playing the best ball of his career. Of course, the Knicks are really the best team in the NBA right now statistically. We have the best record since January, the best defense offensively. You talk about net rating, OG Brunson. OG Brunson sounds kind of fire. Nah, OG Anunoby and Jalen Brunson. And for the Knicks, we have an interesting schedule coming up. We've got the Pacers and then the Lakers, Grizzlies, Mavs, Pacers, Rockets. So we do have some teams that are going to be tough. But the Knicks right now have proven to me that they can win without Randall. Are we a better team without Randall? Obviously not, but we can win without him. Or at least we can get by without him. We're not going to be able to beat some of these top teams, but it's more so of, hey guys, look, we have a lot of depth. The Knicks have an abundance of depth. I mean, who do you guys trust right now? Who did you trust last year? I legitimately trust every single player in our starting 5 without OG. And then when he comes back, OG, Randall, there's a part of me saying I don't trust you in the playoffs, but I just think this is a different Randall. This is a different Julius Randle. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll die in that. This is a different Julius Randle that we're about to see in the playoffs. And if this is the Randle from the regular season or even close to it, we're going to be in great position. And then our bench, I mean, McBride and Grimes, I trust. To come in off the bench and to, maybe they're not going to get on a run, but to keep us afloat, keep it even. Yeah, I legitimately do. And then that's why another piece is incredibly important. Because if we can add another bench piece next to these guys, then that's going to be big time. Because obviously Achua and Josh Hart are going to move to the bench when Randall and OG come back. So now you've got Achua and Hart, or guys I trust, on the bench. McBride, Grimes, and then one more piece could put us over the top. But if I'm being real, for us to win a championship, we need a star. It just needs to be the right star, right? Because Zach LaVine would be the perfect example of what not to do. And I like Zach LaVine, but just the injuries, the defense, I mean, I'm sure he would elevate with Coach Tibb, but I don't know, guy. I don't think that's the route we should go. And that's why the Knicks have been so successful the past couple of years, because we go out there and we draft guys like McBride and Grimes. We bring in Jalen Brunson and DiVincenzo. We trade for Josh Hart. And of course, OG. I mean, Leon Rose is killing it, and he deserves his credit, his respect. Guys, I love you, man. This is Knicks Daily. Smash the like button, subscribe. Go Knicks, go New York, go New York, go.